what it was. Y'all know who it is. And you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And I figured I'd put y'all down with even more cosmic insight for today. And continuing on with this Mercury series that we've been on today, we done got through all the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And so now it's time to move into the air. And so this right here is going to be a little something for those people that have Mercury and Aquarius in their natal chart. And before I even go there, you already know what I'm finna do. I'm going to give y'all a little quick breakdown about Mercury in astrology and also give y'all some information about the sign of Aquarius in astrology. So with that being said, let's get it all the way cracking. What is Mercury? Mercury is the closest celestial body in relation to the sun in the whole entire solar system. Matter of fact, it's never more than 28 degrees away from the sun, and it only takes 88 days to go through its whole entire orbit. It's neither masculine or feminine energetically, and it kind of takes on the energy of the sign that it's in. Mercury rules the 3rd and the 6th house of the zodiac chart, as well as the signs of Gemini and Virgo. It's named after the winged messenger of the gods, and as I said earlier, it comes into our chart and it commands us to speak. And that's because it rules communication, logic, intellect, reasoning, cognitive awareness, the mind, and basically how it works. You know, when people refer to something as having a mercurial nature, I always think of restlessness in motion. That's because Mercury moves quickly and things happen real fast with it. It's about quick wit, possibilities, quick thinking, opinions, and the ability to rationalize shit. You know, it also rules over siblings, short trips, transportation in general, online communications, writing, speaking, and learning, definitely. Mercury is all about the mind and how you think and how you're able to communicate your thoughts. So, what is the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac. It rules the 11th house. It rules over the shins, and its symbol is the water bearer. It's co-ruled by both the planets of Saturn and Uranus, and its mantra for me is, I know. This here is fixed air, y'all. And Aquarius energy is all about social conscience and individuality. Aquarius is tasked to make the world a better place, and it's extremely visionary and pioneering, and it loves engaging others. You know, wherever Aquarius shows up in our chart, it's going to stand out and lead the way to a better tomorrow through quantum leaps. It's about quirky authenticity, electric energy, and exploring new ways to advance the world into a brighter tomorrow. You know, if that sounds beautiful, it is. Aquarius is brilliant. You know, and more than anything else, Aquarius is all about putting your emotions to the side and actually being able to rationalize things and get something done. In Vedic astrology, Aquarius is kind of known as the higher form of Pisces. Just a little quick fact. And so, what happens when you're born with Mercury and Aquarius in your natal chart? You're a motherfucking genius, probably. You know, all bullshit to the side. People born with this placement have been blessed with an extremely gifted mind, capable of functioning on both a very logical and intuitive basis, man. They are really able to see things clearly and judge them objectively. And although they do have them, you know, putting their feelings to the side and not letting them interfere with their decisions is their specialty. And who wouldn't want to be able to do that? You know, I'm a Cancer, so I'd love to be able to do that. Heck, I have a Mercury in Leo, which is the polar opposite of this, and I still love to be able to do that. And it's hell, man. You know, these type of people excel at thinking outside the box with the mental detachment that allows them to view, you know, shit from a whole bunch of different viewpoints, and then really get to issues and find revolutionary ideas by seeing it from everybody's point of view. You know, these people have extraordinary potential to absorb information from higher levels of consciousness, you know, tapping into the Akashic records or into the universal mind and finding innovative and new inventions and crazy ideas that are going to change the world. I know that sounds crazy and we don't understand it, but who wouldn't? This is brilliance. You know, Mercury and Aquarius people are forward thinking and unconventionally minded individuals who pretty much detest old-fashioned attitudes and dim-witted, dumb motherfuckers. Like, they can't stand a stupid motherfucker. I will say this though, being fixed there too. Once these motherfuckers make up their mind about some shit, they absolutely cannot be pressured into changing it. I'm gonna lace you up right now on the fact that despite their receptivity and alternate ways of thinking, these sons of bitches is stubborn mentally. And if you try to box them in intellectually, like, that's gonna be a big mistake. Even if you try to box them in one of their own ideas, they're gonna throw you for a loop. That's just how they operate. Folks born with Mercury here in their natal chart are extremely quick-witted and smart individuals who are very quick on their toes verbally, and they always got some interesting shit to say. These are the type of people that are going to be full of facts. Shit that you wouldn't expect anybody to know. They know it, and that's just because, maybe they're tapped into the Akashic records, maybe they're geniuses. But I'd also say that these people are the epitome of clever conversationalists, and they pretty much hate to talk about their feelings though, or anything that's really a non-factual consideration. They not finna get into anything deep like that. Like, that's why they're the water bearer. Like, they don't have much use for feelings. And they can really be oddly aloof if you try to put them in a box or an intense emotional situation. And when I say oddly aloof, I mean real motherfucking weird. You know what I'm saying? And when you delve into the deep mind of a Mercury and Aquarius, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Y'all, these motherfuckers can be quite perverse and uncompromising, constantly disagreeing with motherfuckers' opinions simply for the mere point of stirring some shit up. They're gonna say shocking shit out of the blue and at the wrong time just to fuck with people, if they're in the negative bag. This is Mercury being influenced by both Uranus and Saturn. And so this makes their mind work extremely uniquely. More than anything else, they are firm believers in freedom of speech. And Mercury and Aquarius people love to shock motherfuckers by coming out the blue with wild proclamations and coming out with, crazy shit and not giving two fucks who they offend in the process, while they themselves is like virtually unshakable by anything you say. Like, these people can't be shocked by anything because they really believe that all things are possible. And with a mind like that, maybe all things are. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't lie either. A lot of these motherfuckers can be outrageously, mentally, and verbally arrogant. And although they hardly ever hold prejudices, they really do kind of judge other motherfuckers that don't have as much snap as them mentally and that can't keep up with them upstairs. And they're going to be real dismissive of people that can't keep up with them, man. If they think that you ain't on their level mentally, they ain't really got much time for you. And that's not always a great thing, man. I'll also say that the more developed individuals with this placement could really have some like telepathic faculties and be able to read your thoughts without even having any verbal communication. Some people would say that's impossible, but with Aquarius, all things are possible. And we are moving into the age of Aquarius here real quick. Here real quick in a few weeks, man. And things might get real weird. So, my advice for y'all with this placement, man, is, to get your nose out of the motherfucking air and share some of that knowledge with the rest of us so maybe we can get on your level, or at least try to get on your level so we can conversate with you and everybody can. And really, when Aquarius is in its highest form, this is what it's going to want to do. It's going to blaze a trail and it's going to want to share because it's all about advancing society, not the self. Leo is all about the ego and the self, and Aquarius is all about the whole. And, the major thing you always want to remember about people that have Mercury in Aquarius or any type of Aquarius placement is there's an extremely razor thin line between genius and insane. So, if you have Mercury in Aquarius, when there's a line like this between genius and insane, you really should stop tap dancing. So, hey, it's been some priceless knowledge itself, man. No matter where you got Mercury, no matter where you have any planet placed, just because you're built like that, remember you ain't got to build like that, man. And if you're interested in astrological reasons, please hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. You know what else to do, man. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're fruiting with me. Hey, man, it's nothing but love. Keep it real.